When you hear the word ancient civilization, what comes to mind? Mesopotamia, Egypt, the Indus Valley. But what if I told you, there's a tribe in the Philippines whose roots may reach even deeper into the past? A people older than the written word, whose culture, rituals, and survival may predate the so-called cradles of civilization. This isn't myth, it's history, hidden in plain sight, buried under jungle canopies, and whispered through the stories of a tribe that's still alive today. This is the story of the Aeta, possibly the oldest surviving tribe in Asia. In 2007, scientists digging deep into ancient DNA stumbled upon something that left them speechless. A group of Filipinos, short in stature, dark-skinned, curly-haired, carried the highest known levels of Denisovan DNA in the world. Denisovans were a mysterious group of extinct humans who lived in Asia over 50,000 years ago. They interbred with Homo sapiens, our direct ancestors, leaving genetic fingerprints in only a few modern populations. But here's the twist. The Aeta people of the Philippines had more of this ancient DNA than anyone else, even more than Aboriginal Australians or Papuans. Let that sink in. More Denisovan DNA than any other humans on Earth. That's not just genetics, that's deep history. The Aeta are part of the broader Negrito group, indigenous tribes scattered across the Philippines, such as the Ati, Aeta, and Dumagat. You'll recognize them by their distinct features: tightly curled hair, dark skin, and shorter stature, completely different from the majority of modern Filipinos who descend from later Austronesian settlers. They are not backward or uncivilized, they are original. Anthropologists believe they've lived in the archipelago for tens of thousands of years, possibly before rice farming existed, before the pyramids of Egypt, and even before Mesopotamian cuneiform, the world's oldest known writing. Imagine that, the Aeta walking through Philippine forests while Sumerians were still trying to figure out clay tablets. Here's where it gets even more fascinating. During the Ice Age, sea levels were lower. The land we now call Southeast Asia looked very different. Massive land bridges connected islands that are now separated by deep sea. Early humans, including ancestors of the Aeta, walked or sailed their way from mainland Asia to the Philippine Islands over 40,000 years ago. They settled in mountain ranges and dense forests, living off the land with remarkable skill. They didn't build pyramids or cities, they didn't leave golden thrones or monuments, they left something more powerful: living culture. What makes the Aeta extraordinary isn't just how long they've survived, it's how they've done it. For thousands of years they've lived in complete harmony with the environment. They know every plant in the forest, every root, every bird call, every track in the mud. They forage, they hunt, they move with the seasons. No waste, no greed, just survival rooted in deep respect for the earth. This isn't primitive, it's sophisticated knowledge, passed down orally, generation after generation. While Mesopotamians were inventing irrigation systems, the Aeta were mastering jungle medicine. While others built empires with slaves, the Aeta raised families with freedom. So why don't we learn about the Aeta in history class? Because they didn't write books, because they didn't conquer others, because they didn't leave behind marble statues, and because colonizers, Spanish, American, even post-colonial Filipino society, dismissed them as uncivilized. The truth? The Aeta chose not to be part of kingdoms or hierarchies. Their freedom was their heritage, their home was the land, their history lived in people, not buildings. And that's why modern historians for centuries overlooked them. But now, science is catching up. A 2021 study from Nature revealed that the Aeta and related Negrito groups not only carry ancient Denisovan DNA, but also genetic markers older than many Asian and European lineages. This suggests that they split off from the ancestors of other modern humans tens of thousands of years ago, preserving a branch of human history lost everywhere else. You can erase people from textbooks, but you can't erase them from the genome. Their bodies are time capsules. Visit an Aeta community today and you'll see echoes of the ancient world. Traditional clothing made from bark fiber, hunting with handmade bows and traps, music played on nose flutes and bamboo instruments, children learning by watching elders, not in classrooms but in the forest. But today, this ancient way of life is in danger. Deforestation, mining, forced relocation and discrimination have pushed many Aeta communities to the margins of society. Some have been removed from ancestral lands, the same forests their people have lived in 40,000 years. Others are pressured to assimilate, abandon their traditions and move to cities where they face poverty, racism, and erasure. Ironically, in a world obsessed with roots, authenticity, and ancient wisdom, the most authentic people in the Philippines are fighting just to survive. The Aeta might be the oldest living link to Asia's forgotten prehistory, but they are not relics. They are living history. They are not here to entertain, or to be studied from a distance. They're here to remind us that civilization doesn't always mean skyscrapers. That progress isn't always about speed, that perhaps the most advanced societies are the ones that leave no trace, only harmony. And that culture is not something in a museum. It walks, it breathes, it sings in bamboo huts and mountain trails in the eyes of children learning the forest's language. So the next time someone tells you civilization began in Mesopotamia, remember this. In the heart of the Philippines lives a tribe that may be older. A people who walked with Denisovans, crossed oceans, mastered nature, and kept their sacred traditions alive while empires rose and fell. The Aeta are not the past, they are the origin, and their story deserves to be told.